Hello everyone and welcome to the It Goes Off wrap of the round. It was round 5. There was only 4 games. Grantley, talk us through all the winners and losers.
It all started off last Thursday over in Auckland. The New Zealand Breakers 99 against the Adelaide 36ers 90. Gary Wilkinson with 29 points, 9 boards for the Breakers. Tom Abercrombie with 17. For the Sixers, Diamond Simpson, no D, 20 points on 9 of 11 shooting and 8 boards. Chris Warren had 17 points for the Sixers. The Breakers led 66-41 at halftime. This one was clearly all over bar the shouting. The Breakers shot 34 of 63 from the field. That's 54%. Daryl Corletto dropped in 14 points on 3 of 4 shooting. The Breakers had 5 players in double digits just to underline their depth. The Sixers, they shot at 49%, but they were always on the back foot after giving up those 66 points in the first half. Croswell with 7 assists played another solid game, but they need to see a bit more from Adam Ballinger, who only had 8 points. On Friday night, the Sydney Kings 76 got beaten by the Melbourne Tigers 94. Bruce 25 for the Kings. Ratch 14 points, 8 boards. For the Tigers, Paddy Mills 20 points, 8 assists. Cam Dragar 15 points. The Kings had the rebound edge 44-27, but they could not get into this contest. Kazoo had 13 and 16. He was only 5 of 14 on field goals, but not a major influence. The offense for the Kings just seems to be getting a little guard heavy. The Tigers, as we said, got smashed on the boards. Mills was pulling the strings. They only had 10 turnovers against 22 assists. But in defence, they kept the Kings out of the middle and allowed only 32 points in the paint. Perth Wildcats 87, the Wollongong Hawks 71. Lish with 17 and Brad Bad Boy Robbins 16 points, 6 assists, 6 steals. The Hawks, Glover 13, Martin 13, Campbell 13. It was certainly unlucky 13 for the Wollongong Hawks. Perth dominated inside, 42 points in the paint to Wollongong's 14. They had 43 rebounds to 24. Robbins in charge in the backcourt. The Hawks, they gave up 22 turnovers and got hurt by the second quarter when they allowed 33 points. Finally, it all wrapped up with the Melbourne Tigers beating the Cairns Taipans 80-63. Tragar with another consistent performance, 17 points, 9 boards. Lucas Walker, 13 points, 4 field goals. Tommy Greer, 13 and 9. For the Taipans, it was Wilson and Loughton leading the way. The Taipans only 1 of 25 on 3-point field goals. They only scored 9 points in the first quarter. They cut the margin from 25 to 11 in the fourth, but there was always a mountain to climb. Paddy Mills had 10 assists to go with 7 points. Walker and Dillon off the bench were great for the Tigers, who led 26-9 after the first quarter and led by as much as 25 as they cruised to victory in this game that will be talked about as much for the halftime confrontation between the coaches Trevor Gleeson and Aaron Fern as for anything that happened on the court.
There was a little bit of argy-bargy going on there, and I'm sure they've settled their differences since then. And it was a dominating performance by the Melbourne Tigers. As we take a look at the NBL ladder, you see the Melbourne Tigers equal leaders at 5-1 with the New Zealand Breakers, closely followed by the Perth Wildcats at 4-1. And then really it's open slather. That 4th spot, I think anything can happen, but that 4th spot, I think, is the one that's going to be up for grabs. Right now, it's the Townsville Crocs at 2-2 that have snuck in. Then we have the Taipans, Kings, Hawks, Blaze, and Sixers. Thanks very much for that, Grantley, and don't forget to see a full and comprehensive wrap-up of all the Round 5 action. Check out It Goes Off, and this week, very special guest in the studio, Alex Loughton. Check it out.